Now that it's officially feeling like spring, it's been spring a while, you guys, but it is really feeling like spring. I felt like I need to go to the Dollar Tree and see what we have that feels spring. And so I was looking around with my friend Reba from the Gardening Artist at the Dollar Tree, and we saw a lot of cool, great things. I am trying to teach myself not to pick up quite as many items, um, but to just, enjoy what I see and get some ideas. I thought those were hilarious. Um, if you want to buy that for your summer wardrobe. um, yes, this is Aubrey, Crybaby Settlement Homestead. Welcome to my channel. And today we're looking at the Dollar Tree and seeing what new items they have. They have a lot of new stuff out. They've put away most of the older items from past holidays and seasons, and now they're making space for all of this spring and summer decor, and I'm loving it. It's so cute. There are a lot of things that I appreciated that I didn't get. I really like these trays here, and I'm not going to use it the way they want me to. I'm going to use them for plants. You know I will. I always use things for plants. So that would fit three small little planters or two kind of larger ones, but I'm going to do like three little 3-inch pots on those, and then they'll fit perfectly in a window ledge. That's what I really like about those long, narrow trays, is that they fit on a window ledge and they're super cute. And it's not really deep for collecting a lot of water. So don't overwater your plants, obviously, but it's enough that it won't get your window ledge mucky and stuff. And I love them. I think they're super cute. I'm going to use them in my classroom because I have a lot of window areas, and they're going to be adorable. So I always check out the pots and see if there's anything I need. Random fact, there are about 62,000 to 72,000 zinnias in a pound of zinnia seed. How do I know? I just ordered a pound of zinnia seeds online. Yes, I'm that crazy. Oh gosh. So yeah, I didn't buy the zinnia seeds. I'm always tempted. But I like to make up little seed packets as prizes for my classroom, and also for trading and seed swaps and things like that. So I'm always getting bulk seeds, and then I use them to trade, and as like I said, as prizes. And um, obviously, and that costs $40 for a pound of zinnia seeds, but that's what I do. And if you buy the zinnia from the Dollar Tree, um, you're not getting 72,000 seeds. Just want to let you know that right now. You're probably getting like 10, 20 seeds. I don't know. So I looked through the area. I bought all of their seeds over time, so I don't need any more. I'm always getting more of those little fertilizer sticks, but I've got plenty of them. And I did notice they have these like crock knockoffs for $5. That's a pretty good deal. That's the kind of thing that you would want to get if you're going somewhere where you might lose your shoes, like if you're going to a river or something. I don't know. Don't pollute by putting fake crocs in rivers. Anyway, so they have a lot of items that are not $1.25, $9 chairs, $5 croc ish shoes. But these things are actually kind of interesting. And last time I was in this section in a different Dollar Tree, I did purchase a couple plant holders, like the spinny things. I haven't put them to use yet, but I bought those terracotta colored, really large pots. I don't know if it's 5 gallons or what, but they're huge. And I did go ahead and, yes, I bought some more because when I planted my little trees in there, I think I planted nanny berries and some um, red flowering currants and some other things, and they're doing great. The plastic worked really nicely. It wasn't too flimsy or too rigid. It didn't break when I was potting things up. Now, I haven't had them for very long. I've had them for a few weeks, but they were very nice to work with. And for $5, honestly, I couldn't find a pot that big. You can't even buy like a 5-gallon bucket for $5, or maybe $5. but I haven't found 5-gallon buckets in a long time for less than $5. Excuse my voice, guys. I'm a little bit sick. Um, but here I got this little toy for my son for on a day when he's being really good. I'll hide that for later. No event is just super cute. And I was like, you know what? You would really like this. So they do have some new type toys. These are not really age appropriate for my kids. My granddaughter's too little and my children are too grown for these toys, but they're kind of cool. If you're interested in going there for like a little, if you're making a you know, catch to go out to the beach or summer fun kind of stuff. My mind was spacing for a second. Yeah, so there are a few things here I might come back for. I just don't have the I don't know. You don't have to always buy stuff ahead of time. I do find like if you think about interest, right? If you have any debt, you shouldn't be stocking up on junky materials that you don't need yet because you could be paying off a debt. And that's what I'm trying to do. Oh, someone left a mess there. So I kind of look through here, and there are some things I might come back for later if I decide that those items are the best quality, the best price, and so forth. I almost bought that basket. Maybe I did buy that basket. Did I buy it? I don't think I did. I thought about it. Those solo cups are great for planting in. I've got plenty though. This is always still the best place to buy little bags for birthdays and different events. Like if you go anywhere else, you're going to spend, $3.99, $4.99, $5, $7 for a gift bag. It's crazy. So I always grab a couple extra just to make sure I have them on hand. My students were like, "Can you please buy us some butterscotch candies?" They also wanted the strawberry, and they didn't have the strawberry at this Dollar Tree, so I decided to go to another Dollar Tree. So I do go to two different Dollar Trees in this haul because this one didn't have them. I even asked an associate if they had any, and they're like, "Nope, they're all gone." So on a different day, I decided to go ahead and go because my students, for some reason, really love the butterscotch and the strawberry. They like the other ones, but they're always looking for those. And I call them grandma candy. And I mean, they do call them old lady candy, but once I started calling them grandma candy, then they all went with it. So they did prefer those. I have purchased candles here in the past. I did buy a few of the really little 2 for $1.25 fake candles. Those always come in handy as little night lights. And they make just like they're actually a really good prepping item too, but they're really cute cheap night lights if you have young kids or if you just don't like to be in total darkness. It kind of helps illuminate your path if you want to like leave all your lights off in the hallway and so forth and not have that rude awakening of bright lights, um, and not have the fear and the risk of causing real fires. So I love those little fake lights. I For Easter, actually, I bought a bunch of those little packages of shells, and I set them out as little Easter eggs, and the kids went crazy. They thought that was so exciting. So I love those, and I also like to put shells and rocks around planters, especially indoors. But I'll put larger rocks and shells outdoors and the smaller ones indoors because the little ones get lost in the soil. But I love them. I always rinse them off if they're from the actual beach so that they're not too salty, unless it's a salt loving plant. Then I just let it go. And sometimes birds will peck at them because they need the calcium. And, over time, the shells kind of break down and are giving calcium to the plants. So it's kind of neat. Um, I don't love the quality of these types of laundry baskets. They work if you sorry, you hear my son snoring in the background. Yes. Um, I don't love the quality of those laundry baskets. If you have an idea for them that is kind of gentle, I guess they would work. But I tried using them as laundry baskets before and they broke apart. So they don't take a lot of wear and tear very well. Those are great for teachers, but I was also thinking these trays here could be good maybe for drying stuff, drying seeds, because they got the holes in the bottom. that would allow for airflow. These are mason jar-ish type um, jars that I think will be really cute for like night lights. I did decide to get this little pink one, and I decided to grab a couple of the little solar lights that are gold tinted so they don't match it. I didn't buy the mug. It is made in China, but like all things are made in China. I don't know what to say. Um, I've decided to try not to buy like things we eat off of until I can find something made in like Germany or Italy or the United States or something. Um, but I did like them a lot. Those would be really cute for Mother's Day, like stuff with Werther's Originals candies or tea bags or something. I don't know. They're super cute, and they're the nicest quality mugs I've seen at Dollar Tree. It does say microwave and dishwasher safe, but you never know. 4th of July is a while off, but isn't that adorable? And I do love the red, white, and blue. Honestly, I feel like 4th of July stuff should be out all year long. Correct me if I'm wrong. Go ahead and make a comment down below. Is it weird if I put off out 4th of July stuff and just leave it up all year? I love gnomes. I don't have a lot, but I think they would be super cute. I was just thinking, I don't know why, but when I saw these items here, it reminded me of Robbie from Robbie and Gary's channel. She's always coming up with the clever ideas for the bird feeders, for the, or not, bird baths in the fountains. And I was like, I bet you she would use that for something. I couldn't think exactly how I'd use it um, because I do my fountains a little bit different. But I was like, I bet she would have found something clever with that. I've been trying to have a garland for every season. And so I don't have little ones that are age appropriate for the little wings, but I thought those were super cute. So I didn't buy the wings, but I did buy the garland because I have a garland for Christmas and I have one for Valentine's Day and for St. Patrick's Day. Now I have one for 4th of July. So I'll have to keep my eyes open for other garlands. But I think it's a really cute, easy thing because I'm such a busy person that decorating for holidays is kind of like, it's like if I decorate for holiday, it's probably going to be up all year. So I better find things that are pretty simple, like a garland to go over the fireplace. And so I was like, I can handle that much. I can do it. Okay, working busy YouTuber mom. So yes, I can handle a garland. This actually is perfect because I made a video where I made a makeshift greenhouse out of it's like a tote that has 3 tiers with clear plastic, and one of those and one of the oblong shaped ones are the perfect size to fit into each drawer. And I've got 3 drawers, but I've only got 2 of those round shaped containers. So I decided to get a third one, and that will go on the bottom. And so now it will be complete. So, except I actually need to get one more of the oblong. I forgot to get another one. But I wonder if I have something else that I could use instead. Probably so. I didn't buy the hats, but that's pretty cute. I mean, it's not very high quality, but if you're just using it for the one day a year, it probably would hold up. I did buy some of the little mini cups because I'm using K-cups to plant very small things in. And the little 4th of July shot glasses, those would be good for the outside. So you put the little one inside of the one, like the 2-cup method. And that way you don't have messy counters and stuff. And it will look cute. And I thought, you know what? You could hand them out as gifts. If you go to someone's house for 4th of July or something, a picnic or something, you could give them to the hostess with a little plant inside of it. They'd be super cute. I mean, I'm so poor. I'm like, the middle class thing of like bringing the hostess a gift every time you go to their house. It's not really something I can do. I never come empty handed. I bring food to share and so forth, but I'm not the person who brings a hostess gift to them. It's like, that's a middle class thing, a middle class, like thing that people do that hasn't really stuck with me just because yeah, I'm not middle class in my brain. So I don't do that. It's not my culture yet. Maybe someday. I mean, I do think I'm a generous person, and I'll give plants and things like that to people, but I'm just like, I don't have those cultural norms yet of like, you know, writing greeting cards every single holiday and thank you cards every single. I'll show you I'm thankful by getting you a present on your birthday and remembering you and doing something thoughtful for you randomly. So I'm also a little bit of a space cadet. So yeah, to be that organized and have those things all set up, it's just not me. I love all these little flowers. And actually, a lot of times I'll do is I'll buy extras and I'll put them, like if it's someone's birthday, I'll put the flowers, especially, not going to be sexist, but especially for girls or people who I know like to garden, I'll put in like a little package. And if it's somebody who likes to cook, I might put in a package of herb seeds. So in their birthday cards. So I think that's a pretty clever thing to do. Sometimes, like if I'm on a committee, like there's different like sunshine clubs and things like that with different workplaces, like the uplifting clubs to like trying to boost morale or something. Um, I'll try to be punny and like say like, something clever with the different plants and candies, like you're worth 100 grand or whatever, and then give them 100 grand candies. Or if I find something punny to go with the flower seeds, I'll do something like that. It's pretty cute. So I did like the idea I get a lot of ideas from Robbie, but a lot of the ideas she has, I've had before too. I think sometimes great minds think differently, but sometimes great minds think alike. So I have used um, these kinds of binder clips and in multiple different ways, partially because I'm a teacher and I use binder clips and paper clips and those kinds of things all the time. So those ideas kind of flow to me, but I haven't used them the way she does, and I'm going to. So she likes to use those binder clips to hold the tool down, and that's a really great idea. So I'm going to try it. Now, I don't want to have like a lot of broken plastic in the garden, and so I don't want to leave them too long, but I do have a problem with the white, those little white cabbage moths. They get to all my brassicas, and it's so annoying. You go to pick something to like make a salad or a soup or something, and then you have all these squished bugs on your fingers. It's gross. So I'm like, I'm going to actually tool my brassicas and then use those binder clips to keep the tool in place. I did like the idea that she had on her channel where she used those paper containers and she like zip tied them together for a bird feeder. Now, I live in Washington and it's really wet and rainy. So that it might work in theory. In a dry area, it would work really well. But because I live in such a rainy state, it would just get really rusty. And then I could get there could be rust in the bird food. So I'm not going to use that idea. I like the idea. I think it's very clever because it would keep like the hawks and bigger predators out and for of the food. Um, it could possibly give them a safe place to eat and stuff, especially my little tiny baby bird, those little tiny baby birds. Um, but because it's made of that kind of metal, I don't think it will set up very well outdoors in Washington. Um, Maybe if I sealed it with something, but that's a lot of work and I'm busy, and that would be another expense. So the way I'm doing my food, I've basically been using a lot of the suet, with those little bird feeders where the other animals can't get into them. Oh, I love this. This is so cute. I actually bought it. Super adorable. I love this butterfly. And I think I'm clever because I'm going to make it flutter. Flutter by, flutter by, flutter by, into my cart. There you go, little butterfly. So there are a lot of ideas that you could take a little bit from one channel, take a little bit from another channel, and kind of put together for yourself. Like if if you're like, well, I watch gardeners all around the world. I watch them, in New Zealand, in, Australia, in Florida, and in California, in Arizona, and there aren't that many in Washington State that I see online. There are a few, um, but they're more homesteaders, like full on living off the grid kind of homesteaders, homeschooling and all that kind of stuff. And I'm still in the, in the thick of society, and I enjoy being around other people, and I like being in an urban area. I like the idea of living in an isolated region. In reality, I think it would creep me out a little bit. I love the sounds of nature, just absolutely beautiful. But I enjoy being in a neighborhood. I enjoy being able to go to the grocery store. I mean, these are just like modern day conveniences, but I like the idea of being more self-sustaining. Um, but community is really important to me. And it's important to me that I benefit my community and that I'm attached to it and I'm helping people. That's where my values are. So I like the idea of being less dependent and less wasteful and all of that. Um, but there's a lot of people living in tight quarters. And so I'm hoping that my channel will bring like ideas where this is a way to be frugal. You can do this living on a dime. Oh, actually, there's a channel called that. um, but like there's so many ideas and we have so much to benefit each other. And there's a synergy that happens between individuals and in community. And I really feel like those relationships are really important to me. So like I'm a public school teacher. I honestly love the idea of homeschooling. But at the same time, kids can get really lonely. And so I value public school too. There's a place for both. And so it's all about, balance and figuring out where's your niche and all that stuff. Those are really cute cups. I'm kind of going off topic, aren't I? I don't feel very good, you guys. I thought maybe these would be good for bird feeders. I know that sounds weird. I thought, what if you drill one of them onto like my fence post and then put the other one, like nest it inside of it and then fill it with water? And then the birds would have clean water and I could wash it and it wouldn't have a hole in it, right? Because I'm going to drill one to the counter and then the other one would be loose, but it would be nested inside of it. There's the strawberry candies my students wanted. Okay, yes, they're going to like me for a minute. They like me. Or they love me. You really love me. That's funny. So go ahead and yeah, judge, because I actually did not stay on topic very much. I just wanted to talk and chit chat as we walked around the store, kind of what we do when we're with a friend. And that's what I did this day, was walking around with my friend Reba from the Gardening Artist channel. We were just chit chatting, talking about life and all different various topics like I just did in this video. You know what I say at the end of my videos? Be good, be sweet, grow a garden if you want to eat, and I will see you on the next one. Take care, everybody. See you soon.